Alrighty. I'm running on less than about 5 hours sleep, but in my motivation there's things that are going to be done and people that are going to be seen and shit like that. Anyway, just wanted to throw me 2 cents in about Elvis's little apology and a bit of WhiskeyOG waking up. And I tell you what, like, you couldn't script a movie with this shit, honestly. How funny is it? This fucking Lacey Rocks thing turns out to be some fucking kid. I knew that Elvis was easily blinded by any sort of donations. And the Lacey Rocks kid, good on you, whoever you are, proved exactly that. Elvis can be blinded by any donations, but the best of all was WhiskeyOG. I gave you $12 fucking dollars, man. $12 fucking dollars, man. Oh, fuck me. So what? I mean, I knew the economy in fucking California was pretty bad, but, you know, like, not that fucking bad. Tony Abbott, a troll, who actually is an Australian troll, gives Elvis probably about $6 a day. So that means in 2 days, Tony Abbott, a troll, gives about $12 anyway. And here WhiskeyOG is standing by his man campervan Elvis. Finally it all turns to shit. I gave you $12 fucking dollars, man. Fucking hell. You know, man, there's one thing I should say with trolls. A lot of us grew up around white trash. I went to school with white trash, you know, and it doesn't matter how fucking stupid you are. Like, I went to high school with white trash. Primary school, that was in Western Australia, but you know, from the age of friggin' 12 years old, you see some of these white trash shenanigans, you know, and you pick up on it. And when you live around white trash as a kid, you know, there's kids who are fucking 8 or 9 years old that I've come across who understand all the different manipulations that white trash come up with. They've seen all the manipulations in the book, and they know them all, and they're like 8 or 9 years old. I've seen these kids. I've come across these kids. And for me, you know, it took a couple more years because my first experience with white trash was at the age of 12. But it's got me fucked how there's guys that are my age, you know, and still haven't seen any fucking social manipulations and bullshit that all us trolls have seen, and more often than not, grown up around. You know, we're awake to it because we've seen it a million times over, but how the fuck can you be like in your 30s and have a kid and a fucking wife and all that and still not be awake to these straightforward social manipulations? Come on, fuck me. I knew surfer dudes and skater dudes were fucking dumb cunts, but honestly, you know. Anyway, the best one of all, and the most obvious, and there's a couple of twerps who still ain't getting this, is the Elvis apology. It's not the first time we've seen an apology from Elvis. And as usual, he just goes back to all his slanderous bullshit. Oh, well, at least he's apologised. When he realises he's pushed it too far, he'll apologise. And it's an attempt to clear the slate, to hit the reset button, so that no matter what he said, it's all good, we're all mates again, he's all back to fucking, you know, and then he starts on the process again of you kissing his ass and the e-begging and then slandering everybody and alienates everyone again. And then, you know, apologises unreservedly, and then it's all like, oh, we're supposed to just like flush down the toilet all the previous memories we've had of what this arsehole's done and gotten up to and who he's used up and who he's slandered. Well, you know, it doesn't quite work like that. But the way you know that an apology is full of shit is when it's the blanket apology. I want to apologise for anything I have done to anyone I may have done about anything I may have said on the internet. Like it's just like a complete, super generalised apology. A blanket apology. And if they can't name specific people that they've pissed off and the specific reasons as to why they've pissed those people off, or the incidents or the things they've done specifically that have pissed those people off, then they really don't give a shit, and they're not really honest and, you know, like genuine about their apology. Because if they were genuine, they would remember exactly who they pissed off and the reasons they pissed them off, and apologise specifically to this person for doing this particular thing over this particular issue, situation, incidents, or, you know, opinion on a particular thing, you know, or exact action that they've done. But if they can't name an exact person, an exact action, and an exact incident, they really don't give a shit. Because if they did, they would remember those incidents exactly and then apologise about them. But when it's a giant blanket apology, they can't remember who they've slandered, insulted, or whatever. And they don't really care, because if they did care, they would have remembered. So anyway, it's one of those things, it's a dead giveaway that someone truly cares. It's a bit like, what's that fucking movie? Where the girl from a small town in America works at a Piggly Wiggly, goes and a date with Chad. That one. And he's all trying to be cutesy to her at the end when they're on the private jet or whatever. And she says, "What colour are my eyes?" And he's so pretending to be in love with her, but can't remember what colour her eyes are. See? When they don't know specifics, they don't give a fuck deep down. And that's what I think of Elvis and his blanket apologies, based on my experience of fucking idiots throughout my life. Anyway, there you go.